Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome, friends, to another episode of Crazy Women Country. I'm Donna.
I'm Paula, and today we have Chandler Stephens with us. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, very good. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Anytime. Always
Pleasure,
welcome.
for sure.
Definitely. So we're going to start off with a really hard question.
Okay.
Right after this. Who is Chandler Stephens? There we go. We'll go straight into it.
I am a singer-songwriter who lives in Nashville, and I have a husband and a 4-year-old daughter.
Oh.
And I'm pursuing a music career, and I moved to Nashville about 8 years ago now. So
Awesome.
doing that ever since.
That is awesome.
Well, I guess they say the 10-year town, it starts to break at 10 years, right? Something breaks at 10 years, they say.
Yeah, that's what they say. And I'm like, all right, I'm at 8, so here we go.
just going to push through it in that 10 years.
Yeah.
It's like, we're here. I love that. So your most recent single, Raised by a Working Man, is absolutely amazing, I have to say. It's very heart-wrenching, I have to say. I just absolutely love it. So tell us all about this new single.
Well, I wrote it with Nate Montgomery in 2015, actually. And I really wanted to write a thank you song to my dad, just because, I mean, he is the reason that I am who I am. Like, he raised me. I mean, I just really wanted to say thank you to him, you know, and I couldn't really find the words and didn't really know, where to go from there. So I went in to this writing session, and I was like, this is what I want to do, and told him a little bit about my dad. And we just kind of went from there, and just kind of described like certain things about my personality that I get from my dad, and, just having resilience because I was raised, to be strong and to be a hard worker, and just giving all the credit to him.
That's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
So we have to ask, because we were reading your bio, and we did notice that you started with a family of 4, and was it 18? Was that correct?
Ends up at 18, yeah. We're 14.
Yes. 18, including my parents. I think that's what they did on the bio. But yes, it's a lot. 14 of my siblings are adopted. I have 15 in total, and me and my brother are the only biological. And my parents started adopting when I was, I want to say 9, I think. Yeah. So it's just been kind of normal to me, I guess, because I was so young when it happened, and it just kept happening, that I was like, okay, like new brother or sister, like it was just, just kept happening. So I was like, all right, this is cool.
It must have been crazy growing up with so many siblings. It must have been just, Yeah.
It was definitely crazy. Lots of drama, lots of, fighting. I mean, when you have just a family of 4, that stuff happens. When you have a family this big, like, just multiply it, and that's how it was.
It's like the Brady Bunch and just expanded.
Yes, yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, what your parents did is just, admirable, amazing. So yeah, that is fantastic.
Absolutely. I know my mom was adopted, and it's like I said, it's one of the coolest things, is because you know, people are like, those aren't your natural, your parents? I'm like, those are my grandparents. Those will always be my grandparents because they raised my mom and they watched me and cared for me just like a grandchild. So it doesn't matter if they gave birth or not, you know, and it's it's just wonderful. It really is when, you know.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So
tell your parents we said we love them and everything they've done.
I will. Oh, yes.
that is fantastic. Okay, going back to music, I have to say, you have done some amazing covers. Now, I'm not always a best person when it comes to covers because so many people like to change them. But covers you've done with Let Her Go and Boys Off Summer, get the song right, be good, and Better Man, you just did amazing covers. You didn't try and change it too much. You can feel your personality coming through, but you didn't try and do something really sort of crazy, wacky with them. But they are amazing. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
But yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, I must admit, I heard Let Her Go and I'm thinking, I know this song.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? How do I know this song? It took me for ages to figure out how do I know this. But it's it's absolutely fantastic. So yeah.
Thank you.
Good job. I love it.
So in addition to that, we know that you did an awesome duet with Kane Brown, Can't Stop Love.
Yes.
So do you want to tell us a little bit about that? Because you wrote that also. Was that the same writer that you wrote your most recent release with?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wrote it with him and Kane Brown. Yeah. And that was in 2015 as well. And I released it in February 2016. And how that came about really is just I was working with somebody who knew Kane at the time, and we were like, it'd be really cool, you know, if we could get together. And just because his voice is like, you know, this deep, like country voice. And we were like, I think it would sound really cool if we did something together. And we got in a writing room and came up with Can't Stop Love and kind of base it like a little bit on our personas, you know what I mean? And our personalities and things like that. And then it turned into a what is it called? Unrequited love, or no? Is that the right one?
Yeah, I think
or
so.
Forbidden love. Forbidden love is that the other? There we go. Yeah, it turned into that sort of thing, and yeah, I really love that song. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song.
It is. Absolutely. Yeah.
So tell us, who are some of the women that have inspired you to do music?
Oh, Adele. Definitely. Carrie Underwood. I remember when I was, I don't know, maybe middle school or high school, I went to a Carrie Underwood concert and she just like, it blew me away. I was like, this is what I want to do. Like, she's incredible. Miranda Lambert, Casey Musgraves. Yeah, all of them.
They're all great choices, all of them.
Yes.
Definitely. That's so cool. Okay. So we have this really, really fun section, which we ask, so we're still trying to figure out a name, 20 questions plus one. Now, these are just really, really, really fun questions where we get to know you as the person rather than you as the artist. And some are quick fire, some take a little bit more thought. But they're just really, really cool.
Okay.
We haven't scared anybody off yet with them. It's a first. There's always a first.
Yeah, it is the optimal word right now.
Yeah. Okay, are you ready for this?
I think so, yes.
Let's have deep breaths. We got this.
There are no wrong answers here.
Yeah. No wrong answers. Whatever comes first is always good. Okay, early bird or night owl?
Oh, I would say night owl, but since having a kid, I've been forced to be an early bird.
Okay, if you could be a member of any sitcom family or TV family, who would you be a member of?
The Office.
Nice.
That's cool. Is that the American Office or the UK Office?
The American Office.
I'm thinking there's two versions here. Which one we go with? I have to watch the American one, I must admit. Okay, if we had a look through your iPod or phone or whatever, what guilty pleasure music would you have hidden in there?
That's a good question. I feel like, I mean, I listen to like country, you know, and pop and all that stuff, but I feel like I don't know if it's, I guess maybe it's a guilty pleasure. I don't know. Like I really like pop punk, which I know is, I mean, I know a lot of people like pop punk, but I guess that would be my guilty pleasure one because it's not the one I listen to all the time. So it's just like every now and then when I'm in the mood, you know, I'm like,
You're all bad to it.
yeah.
I love that. Okay, so what's the weirdest, sweetest, or strangest thing a fan has ever done for you?
Huh. Weirdest, sweetest, or strangest. Okay.
Whichever one comes.
I'll do sweetest. I sent out Christmas cards one year. I think it was like 3 years ago now. And I got something back from this girl named Olivia, and her siblings like drew me a picture of all of them and saying Merry Christmas, and that was really sweet. So
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Okay, boots or heels?
Boots.
Favorite drink?
Oh. I'm between like coffee and wine here. I don't know.
Just put it back together and see what
Both,
happens.
Together.
What's your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
That must be awesome with a 4-year-old, though. Christmas.
Yes, it's so fun. It's so fun.
That's so cool. Okay, what's your favorite animal?
Oh, penguin.
Yay, very cool. If you could add someone to Mount Rushmore, who would it be and why? And it doesn't have to be political. We can go with anybody.
Okay.
We prefer non-political, really.
Yeah. That's a good one. Who and why to Mount Rushmore?
We know this is a difficult one.
That one is hard. I'm like, I don't know.
We've already elected Dolly Parton and Reba McEntire. At least Paul and I have, for sure. So.
Yes,
They're right there.
definitely. Those are definitely good choices. I'm gonna go. Can I take one of those? Is that okay? Can I go? I think it would be awesome. I mean, either one is great, but I'll go with Dolly Parton. I think that would be pretty awesome.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. It would definitely glam up Mount Rushmore, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would, for sure.
Okay, you mentioned you went to see Carrie Underwood in concert. Was that your first ever concert, or did you see someone before?
No, my first ever concert was Britney Spears when I was like 7. I was either 7, 8, or 9. Was one of those ages. And she came out like from a disco ball, like down, and it was just, I was like, this is really cool.
This is awesome.
The best thing ever. Like, what?
Coming out of a disco ball, what could you ask for?
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, I think we should all do that at least once. I'm not sure we should all sing, but we should all at least do the disco ball thing once.
Definitely.
What would be the country version of a disco ball? Would you be like popping out of a boot or something?
That or like a cowboy hat, maybe. You could like pop out of a big cowboy hat, that would be
Yeah, there you go.
pretty cool.
Those Jesus.
I feel like no one's done that. Maybe we should do that. We should work on that already.
Yeah.
Should do, yes, definitely. See,
Oh.
there you go.
So, what's your favorite color?
Oh, like a turquoise blue. Yeah.
Perfect. What's the best thing since sliced bread?
The best thing since sliced bread. Like food wise?
It could be anything. It could be anything. It could be food. It could be drink. It could be electronics. It could be whatever.
Okay. Pizza.
Yes.
I love pizza.
We love
If
that.
I had like one thing to eat for the rest of my life, it would definitely be pizza.
Awesome. Awesome. That rocks.
If you could talk to anyone, alive or dead, who would you want to talk to, and what would you want to talk about?
These are good questions. This is one that I've thought about, but I've never really, had the answer. Who would I talk to and what about? I'll go with Adele. I'd really like to talk to Adele. She seems like just like such a cool person, and I would love to talk to her about songwriting, and because I mean she's incredible.
Absolutely awesome. And she's British.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
If you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
I probably would be like an interior designer, maybe. I always really enjoyed that when I was little. Like I remember seeing people do that, and I'm like, that I would really like to do that, like to design like, inside of people's houses and stuff. I think I could do that.
That would be very, very cool, actually.
If you were a Disney character, what Disney character would you be?
Oh, I want to go with Elsa because I like Frozen a lot, so it's like one of my favorites. When my daughter wants to watch it, I'm like totally down to watch this.
I love that. That is awesome.
That's great. Oh. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Ooh, mint chocolate chip or butter pecan. I could go either way.
Yeah, that's cool.
Great choices. What's your current favorite snack?
What have I been snacking on? The Skinny Pop, like the kettle corn. That one's really good. I like that recently.
That's cool.
So hypothetically, if I came to you and said I need to hide a dead body, do you know a good place?
I don't. I haven't thought about that.
That's a great thing to hear. No.
She's not sitting there contemplating killing somebody.
I'm like, I don't know. I'd really have to think about it. I probably wouldn't be the best person to come to off the top of your head.
So, what would be a good theme song for your life?
Oh, I'm trying to think of the theme songs. Let's say, I don't know. I'm like trying to think of what the Brady Bunch's theme song was, like thinking like maybe that would be, maybe that would fit well.
That could work, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
So tell our audience, what would be a good recommendation of an artist, an album, even a song they should listen to before they die?
Oh, that's a really good one.
We know yours, of course, but other than yours.
Um, um, mm, that is a really good question because I have so many. Uh,
We'll
there's one
let
that's
you
coming to
name
my
3 or
head.
4 if you want.
Okay. There's one that's coming to my head, but it's like this one's really good, but it's not the one I would like the only one I would pick, I guess.
Mhm.
I mean, The House That Built Me, that's just great song. And honestly, most things Ed Sheeran, I feel like his newest one, Visiting Hours, is really, really good. If you've lost somebody and it's really, really good.
Ed Sheeran's amazing, I have to say.
Yeah.
He's very, very cool.
Mhm.
Very, very cool. Okay, now, this is the most important question of your entire career. I hope you're ready for this one.
I think I am.
We need some of that suspense music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As we ask this question. Okay, who is your favourite CWC host?
Oh my goodness. I can't choose both of you.
I love that.
Hey, we're catching
I
up to
love
Tigger. The more they pick both of us, we catch up to Tigger the cat.
That's a good idea. Yeah, Tigger the cat's had more votes than any of us. Every time he appears, just a tail appears, and everyone's like, "Oh, let's vote for him." Still not fair. Still not fair.
That's funny.
So tell us, what have you got planned for the rest of 2021?
Well, I think I'm gonna put a Christmas cover out at Christmas time, and I'm working on some more music. I'm writing a ton, and I'm gonna be teasing a new song that I might put out before the end of the year. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna tease that out on the TikTok world and the Instagram and all that. So
That sounds amazing. Amazing.
Definitely look forward to it.
Yes, definitely. Are you performing live at the moment, or is it still sort of very quiet?
I've been doing writers rounds around Nashville. I don't know. That's something that I should know, but I don't think I have any in September. So,
Okay.
but yeah.
That's cool. I know it's obviously very slow and it's beginning to pick up, but obviously it's still very cautious, isn't it? But
Yeah.
2022, everybody's
Yeah.
live.
Yes. I'm looking forward to it.
So cool. So what I have to ask, what does your daughter think of you being this, singer and everything else?
Yeah. I don't think she really she knows what I do. And she's like one of my number one fans. Like when I'm listening to my stuff in the car, like she sings it. And when she sings my stuff, like it's just, I don't know. It just makes me so happy. I love it. But I think like she doesn't fully understand what I do yet, but she does know that I'm a singer and that I write songs. But I mean, she doesn't really fully understand it yet. But I think she thinks it's pretty cool. But
That's good. And she sits in the car and sings. I mean, come on, that's the biggest praise ever. So, it doesn't matter about anybody else. I love that.
Exactly.
That's very cool. That is the best.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah, this is great.
We're always very chilled and relaxed.
Yeah.
You never know. But
It's been a
no.
pleasure to talk to you today.
Yeah, you too.
Yes.
This has been fun. I love those 20 questions. I haven't gotten a lot of those questions before. That was fun.
That's good. I think next season we're looking at doing special envelopes with different artists' names on, and then you can pick your question. So it's going to be even more of a surprise. So we're going to have so many different mixes. So that'd be fun.
Yes, that'll be really cool.
That'd be cool. So we can have you back for the new mix of questions.
Yes, that'll be awesome.
That'll be very, very cool. And we're looking
Maybe we'll
forward
have
to
an official
your
name for those too.
Yes.
That'd be very cool. Very, very cool. So yes, that's awesome. Yeah, we're looking forward to your Facebook takeover. So that's going to be really cool. Just at the end of the month.
Yes, I'm excited.
It's going to be cool. So yeah, so thank you so much for joining us. This has been great.
Well, thank you guys so much for having me. This has been really fun. Thank you.
You are welcome back anytime. Anytime you want to come back, just let us know.
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
It's been our
Anytime.
pleasure, and thank you all for joining us for another episode of Crazy Women Country. Have a great day.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.